Hello, welcome to day 2 woo-woo, of Thriving as an Empath. Yesterday was absolutely magical, and I am so grateful for those who joined in. Good morning. I'm so grateful for those who joined in, watched the replay, joined in live, posted, shared. This is what this space is for, and I am so incredibly just honored and grateful to be in this space with you. And I am going to go through and just kind of invite a few people into this space. That way they're getting kind of an update that we are live. So all right, so I invited a few people. Thank you for being here. And I wanted to start off, yesterday I had talked a little bit about tools. And I have these selenite wands. These are these beautiful little selenite wands that my husband makes. And I had a few people asking about how to go about getting one of them. The easiest and most simple way is to just private message me. Just click on my name, message me, and say, hey, I want a selenite wand. I will just send you a little Facebook payment request, and then I will get these mailed out today. So if you want one, message me in the next hour if you're watching this. Otherwise, I'll get it out tomorrow or whenever you do it. So good morning. Good morning. I'm so grateful you guys are here. And tools, we talked a little bit about tools. There's a lot of rocks and crystal lovers, and I wanted to just kind of share a little bit about selenite in particular for empaths and crystals. So I know a lot of people have quartz crystals and selenite. These are two of probably the most popular crystals that are out there, and they are readily available. So what is selenite used for? Yes, great question. I really wanted to go in this, and I think what I'm actually going to do is maybe in the next week or two, I'm going to do a whole rocks and stones kind of challenge and talk about chakra sets and all that kind of stuff, because I love this stuff and I know a lot of you do too. So selenite. Selenite is one of the only that I know of. It is one of the only stones that I know of that actually cleans itself and recharges and cleanses other stones. So quartz crystals absorb energy. But they also work directly with the earth. So we'll talk about quartz crystals in just a moment. Selenite works in and of itself. It is recharging and self-cleansing. So this is how I love to use it. And for those of you who are going to be getting yours in the mail, this is a really easy way to use it as well. So after I come back from grocery shopping or being maybe out in the town or at a farmer's market, like I said, hello, welcome. So I love to take my selenite, and I love to imagine that I'm just slicing off any energy that may have been attached to me, like a slice of bread. I just slice it right off and right through and just create space with this selenite wand. And I had mentioned yesterday that I was at a farmer's market, and I literally had to do this. So if you have, yes, self-cleaning, yes. And what I also love is, while this can't go into water or anything, you can take your coffee and just, hold it underneath, cleanse around it, and literally clean the energy of things that you're using. A lot of people, before they eat a meal, they just wave the selenite wand over their plate. And this, like I was talking about yesterday, we eat and consume so many other people's energy because it's put into our food, it's put into the packaging, it's put into everything that we are doing. And so with a selenite wand, of just creating a little bit of intention of literally cleaning the slate, literally, before consuming anything. So selenite is self-cleaning, recharging, and my husband accidentally found out a few other qualities. So when we got the selenite, I had told him, I said, I really love what you're doing. He was actually making glow wands. So he was making these like real live lightsabers out of the selenite wands because they're nature's fiber optics. And they were so cool. And I was like, but I really feel like they're so magical in and of themselves. Can you make me a couple just raw? Because I know that the people that I work with would really love that. And so he goes, okay, that's fine. And he started working just with the selenite. And within 2 days of working with the selenite, just handling it, wrapping them, holding them, his insomnia that he has had since he was a teenager, gone. His anxiety, so much less. He was actually able to like be present and not have these forward rushing thoughts of what's going to happen, when's this going to happen, how is this going to work. And he was able to become back into himself and be so present. And now I know whenever he has picked up selenite and is working with selenite and making these wands, I know it's because it's his own personal way of healing and his own way of doing the meditation practice without having to do a meditation practice, if that makes sense. So just having one maybe on your desk at work or in your car that you can go to really incorporate and feel into the energy. So selenite is one of the best friends of the empath and the sensitive individuals because you can just clear away. Day 5, we're really going to get into cleaning our aura and balancing our chakras. If you've never done this, this will be really fun. And we're going to be utilizing the selenite wand on day 5 as well as the chakra stones. So if these are something that you want to have with you for day 5, if I get them out today, they could be there by Friday. So just as a kind of word of warning, cost, these are $8 plus shipping, so they come out to about $11.50 total. All right, there's the spiel. I know a lot of people were interested in these, and I'm really grateful that you guys are so excited about utilizing and incorporating these magical tools. Anne was saying I use one for my Oracle and Tarot decks too. Such a brilliant idea. If you guys are using things such as crystals or chakra stones, having a selenite wand to just recharge, cleanse the energy, it's such a powerful thing. All right, since I have the crystal in my hand, I want to do a quick spiel about crystals. So crystals are here for us for manifesting. So manifesting is really what we do all day, every day. And yet so much of what we do is unintentional. Hint, one of the days we're actually going to be creating more intentional thoughts. We're going to be transforming those little voices within our head and doing that on a full day. So know that I've got a lot of awesome stuff lined up for us to do this week. And it's not just going to be a bunch of fluff. This is going to be real tangible tools and experiences for you to take with you and to do. Crystals are the Earth's way of helping us manifest what we desire. And so often as empaths, I wrote an email today to send out and to notify everybody in my email list that so often as empaths, we don't even know what we desire because we are so impacted by other people's emotions and drama and their desires. And so if you've ever thought about, what is it that I want to do? Oftentimes you can sit there feeling totally blank. Crystals are an amazing, amazing tool with the help of the visualization that we are going to be doing today, with the help of what I like to call my magical mother, or if you're a male in here and you want to coin the term higher self or magical father, we, in my household, yeah, so anyway, your higher self, with the help of your higher self, there is a way of getting really clear with what it is that you desire or what it is that you intend. And crystals are the magical little manifesting tools. So they actually work with the energies of the earth, which really are everything, the trees, the plants, all in unison, to really bring forth and create events and occurrences to bring those manifestations into the physical world. And so while you're using a crystal, simply I say it in the form of gratitude. So I say, thank you so much for all of the women who participated in the Thriving as an Empath Challenge, creating amazing sacred space. Thank you. And so while that hasn't happened yet, it's not over. Saying it as if it is, or as if it has already happened in gratitude, makes manifesting so much more powerful. And this is really how I manifest everything that I do and we do as a family. Even with the bus, I was in this constant state of thank you so much for giving us the perfect bus for our family. Thank you so much for bringing this bus into our lives. And we didn't have the bus yet. And then it just appeared, the perfect bus for us. So the crystals are an amazing manifestation tool. And then when I'm finished with this, so after you have received what it is that you wanted to manifest, you say thank you again. Thank you so much for allowing and giving and me receiving what it is that I wanted in my life. Take the selenite wand, clear with the intention I am clearing all of the past manifestations that are in this crystal. Thank you. So with two little tools, you can really create a lot of magic and amazing things in your life. Okay, so today we are going to get into connecting with our higher self. And I feel like the crystal energy is amazing, amazing energy because it goes with our crown chakra, and the higher self goes directly into the crown chakra. The crystal is an amazing aspect for this. So what is our higher self? This has been in psychology, in the psychology realm. So the higher self is not just a woo-woo term. It's not just a new age metaphysical term. It's very much a psychological term. And when we step into our higher self, we are actually stepping into the fully developed wholeness of who we are. So we have the ego on one hand and the subconscious on another. And when we fully recognize our ego, which is our self-preservation, so if you ever think that, oh, I need to get rid of my ego, you'll die. Okay, so I need to make this really clear. There's a lot of metaphysical people out there that have like, I've conquered my ego, I've conquered my my ability to let me get a little bit better signal here. Okay, I'm back. So hopefully that recorded. I know the signal was not very good. Welcome to traveling. This is kind of what happens. Life doesn't always work out as expected, but I'm glad that you're here. So know that both of these recordings will be up in the Magical Mothering Facebook group. And if you also want to be able to see them on YouTube, you can simply private message me your email and get onto my email list, and I'm sending the recordings out that way. So with our magical mother, connecting with our higher self. I was talking in the last video just briefly about our higher self is really the manifestation of the wholeness of who we are. So we have our ego and we have our subconscious, and then we have our higher self. This is the part of our brain that really makes us human. We are the only beings that we know of on this earth that have this part of the brain, this ability to be the observer. And this is a really powerful aspect of ourselves. Hello, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining in. And so in the metaphysical world, there's a lot of talk about needing to destroy the ego. And if we were to destroy our ego, we would actually destroy us. We would destroy the uniquely personable personality part of us. So we don't want to destroy our ego, because that would actually make us feel completely one with everything. And I know that there's some of you who have actually felt this before, feeling completely one with everything in the world. Sometimes you can do this through meditation, sometimes through yoga, sometimes just in a moment you have this momentary bliss of just being completely connected and one with everything. And if you were to get rid of your ego, this is really your mindset you would have, and you would no longer have a personality, a voice, an opinion, your own personal thoughts. You would be just so consumed with the oneness of being that you would not actually have any personal experience for growth. And we are really here on this earth having these experiences for our own personal enjoyment and growth. And so I really want to encourage you that while getting rid of your ego may sound amazing because you don't have to deal with drama or anything like that, know that it would not actually be for your highest and best. And everything that we are doing for ourselves and in our personal journey of growth is for our highest and best. And so knowing this now, that our ego is absolutely an essential part of who we are, and we do not want to destroy it, because we wouldn't be here anymore. We would actually be like probably in a mental institution, because there would be no way to actually experience life. You would be so in a symbiotic relationship with the present moment that you would have no ability to actually create experiences any longer and interpret them as an ability to grow. So this is my own personal interpretation, and I don't think that anybody in the psychological realm ever, was under the impression that we need to destroy our ego. This has very much become a new age philosophy and a metaphysical philosophy, and it's just kind of not quite there. Like, yes, we absolutely want to be one with everything, but we also want to have our own growth experiences, because that's why we're in this human flesh body thing, is to create space to learn and grow and evolve. So now that I've kind of gotten that out of the way, so we've got our ego and we have our subconscious. Now our subconscious is very much all of the things that have conditioned us. These are the way we were raised. If we were raised in the church, if we were raised in the school system, if we were raised by parents, if we were raised by monkeys, however we were raised is very much how our subconscious works and operates. It has taken all of those conditioning circumstances, such as be a good girl, if you are too loud, nobody likes you, if you take things, you're naughty, if you receive things without paying for them, you're selfish. If you cry, you're not loved. These are all foundational, conditional aspects of our subconscious. So knowing our subconscious thoughts, which we are going to get more into, I believe, tomorrow, or actually Thursday, knowing these thoughts is a really powerful tool to help start changing that conditioning. So, as we go through this process, I want to make it known that the ego is a big part of it. The subconscious is another part of it. And then we have what pulls everything together and that really creates that aspect of our brain that we can observe, like as if we're looking from the outside at our lives within our own brains. This observer is connected to what could be our higher self. So the observer is not the higher self, but the observer can get the information from our higher self. So when I first started working with my magical mother or my higher self, I used, it's right here. So I used the Bringing the Wild Within planner, and on Mondays is Magical Mother Guidance. And I would use this visualization that we're actually going to be going into. I would use this visualization, and then I would open my eyes and just write down everything that I heard my magical mother telling me. And so utilizing this and doing it on a weekly basis really helped me fine-tune what it was that I was hearing. And then I could go back through my planner and start making sense of the guidance that I was receiving every week from my higher self. So again, if any of this doesn't make sense, please just let me know and I can further elaborate. Yesterday, I was actually not getting the comments in the Facebook Live here. So I just wanted to make sure that nobody was commenting. Yeah, okay, so I don't think the new video has really come up yet. Let's see, it kind of has.
On Mondays is Magical Mother Guidance.
And talking at me. So sorry, technical difficulties. Just trying to get that going. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. Hello, it looks like everything is working now. Okay, so the Magical Mother Guidance, a lot of times I would use something called automatic writing. So I would tap into this visualization that we are going to be doing, and I would listen to the words that she was telling me, or he, and I would then just open my eyes and write down everything as I heard it, and then go back and read it. That way I could stay in that state of consciousness of receiving guidance rather than thinking about what it was that I was supposed to be hearing. This is a really big...
Okay, hello. I'm hoping this is going to work. Take number 3. I think it's actually take number 4 or 5. All right, I moved to a different location and hopefully it will work better this way. I moved to my phone. I was trying to do it on my laptop. Didn't work. Okay, so hello. Thank you for joining in. So I have a few other videos that I will post with this kind of as a pre-ramble, more like it, to this exercise. There is a wide range of beautiful magical people who are experiencing and really joining in this journey of thriving as an empath. And I want to make sure that those who have been on this journey for a long time are just as able to keep up as those who are very new to this journey of inner work and personal growth and development. So wherever you are in this journey, know that this is for you, and I'm really excited and honored to be able to experience this with you. And even with the explaining that I'm doing, and I know exactly what I'm talking about, you may have no clue what I'm talking about. And please, just as you're watching these videos, if you go, "What are you saying? I don't understand, this doesn't make sense," or "I'm still not getting this," please share that, because you are not going to be alone in whatever it is that is going on within your own mind. So if you are brave enough to share your realizations, your thoughts, your questions in the group, in the Magical Mothering Facebook group here, then it'll really help others to be brave and reach inside of themselves and share within themselves as well. So bravery is definitely commended and commendable. And I'm actually thinking for those who reply and watch every video and make a post and are really in like diving into this experience, I think at the end of the week I'm going to send out a crystal to the person who has added the most amount of people into the group, who has watched all the videos and who has been the most participant in this group. So know that you will be rewarded for your time, energy, and effort, not just in your own personal growth here, but also in the receiving aspect of it. So before technology decides to take over completely and block me out, I am going to dive into the magical mothering aspect of connecting with our higher self. So with this, just like in yesterday's activity, we are going to be going into a visualization, which is going to be utilizing our third eye center. And this third eye center is really what imagination is. So if you say, I don't have a third eye, or my third eye is blocked, or I can't visualize, or meditation isn't for me, just know that if you have any sort of imagination, and have ever had any sort of imagination, you can do this and it will work. So I would like for you to close your eyes now and go into this space of just breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out anything from the day that is already maybe making things frustrating. Breathe in deeply this present moment. And breathe out any thoughts that no longer serve you. Breathing in one more time as deeply as you can, filling up your entire being with oxygen, and breathing out anything that was stale or stagnant. And I'd like for you to now see in your mind's eye a bright light. Know that this light can be any color of the rainbow. And I want you to take notice of this bright light. I would like for you to take notice of what color this light is. And I would like for you to take notice of what shape or energy or movement this light has. And I want this bright, beautiful light to start growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And inside of this light, you can now see a figure. I want you to now see this figure as a human figure. And I would like for you to see it as the same gender that you recognize yourself as. And as you see this beautiful figure inside of this bright light ball, I would like for you to take notice of how they walk towards you. I would like for you to see how they move. What are they clothed in? Are they adorned with anything? Jewelry, makeup, sparkles? I would like for you to take notice of any interesting or special characteristics that are on them. Can you see their face or not? And as you're just in this space of being with your higher self, I want you to feel the love and acceptance and joy radiating out of them and into you. Now I want you to see yourself as you are right now on this day, inside of that beautiful light ball with your higher self. I would like for you to stand face to face with them, and I would like for you to ask your higher self, what wisdom or guidance do you have to share with me? And after you hear this, say thank you. And if it makes sense, continue on the journey. If it doesn't make sense, you can pause this video right now and ask your higher self to elaborate or explain more specifically. And next we're going to invite in to this beautiful ball of light that little child that you met yesterday. That beautiful little child that had a need that needed to be fulfilled. And I want you to have that little child now standing within this ball of light. And I would like for you to take the hand of your higher self and take the hand of the inner child and have you complete a circle, holding hands. And I would like for you, from your hands and the hands of your higher self, to fill the needs of that inner child and have it go around in a circle. So your needs are getting filled from the higher self to the inner child, and it's almost going in this circle around and around and around, and this energy of needs being filled is going throughout this circle faster and faster and faster, and you can feel this movement happening within you as you're holding hands. And as you're filling all of those needs energetically first, then you can all sit together and hold and hug and have the physical experience of those needs being met as well. And I would like for you to stay in this connection with your higher self and your inner child. And I want you to reach out in front of you as if you're grabbing this ball of light and cupping it in your hands and making it small enough to fit into two hands, and you're going to place it into your heart where your higher self and your inner child are going to rest. Knowing that at any time you can access your own inner wisdom and your own ability to access what needs you have that are possibly causing actions that are no longer serving you. And when you're ready, you can thank your higher self and your inner child for being present with you. And open your eyes and come back into this space. Oftentimes, after experiencing or meeting with our magical mother, there is a sense of very deep peace. And this is this reconnection that happens to our wholeness. And so, once again, I would absolutely love to hear about your experience, what color light you saw, what your magical mother told you as far as the guidance that she was giving to you, what needs were fulfilled, and what happened in this sacred space. So I'm really excited to hear about your experience that happened through this visualization, and just hop into the Magical Mothering group and share this whenever you watch the multiple replays that there are. So what I'm going to do actually right now is I'm also going to take all of the replays that happened in so many different ways, and I'm going to make them into one video and post them onto YouTube as well, so they will be easier to watch and access. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience and this journey. And if you have any questions, please feel free to PM me if you don't feel like you can put them in the main Magical Mothering group. But just know that if you do PM me and it's something that will serve everyone, I will most likely ask if I can share it in the main group anyway. So peace and blessings to you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I look forward even more to hearing about your experiences with this.